Hi, Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your May 16th to the 31st, 2024 reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It helps me out tremendously. It gets this channel seen by the YouTube algorithm, which gets this channel seen by more people. So, thank you so very much for doing so. So, let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Angels and spirit guides. Okay, this one card is going right over here. I hope you can see that. Okay, so let's see what we are crowned with. Our energy that we are crowned with and the tower that we are crowned with is the Seven of Pentacles. So we are quite patient during this time as we move into Gemini energy. Because Gemini time period starts on the 21st of May. There's a patience to us. There's a sense of I'm building something greater. Slow and steady wins the race is going to be very important as the chakra falls. Okay, root chakra, pay attention to that. And then we have the star reversed. Okay, so we can get in a little bit into our own heads. Do be mindful about that energy. This is Aquarius energy. If we have Aquarius in our chart, if we have Aquarius in our lives, then this can be a little bit tricky. Okay, this is a time when the dreams of something or the ideas of something can override the reality of something. So being very aware of this during this time, that dreams are, it's going to be easier to live in the dreamland than it is to live in the day-to-day world. So just being aware of this and pulling ourselves out of spiraling thoughts or really intrusive thoughts is going to be important. Or if we can't do that ourselves, like pull us out ourselves, then it is having somebody in our life, somebody we can talk to who can. With the Nine of Wands, there is I love this card. Oh my gosh, it's so pretty. These are such pretty cards. I have them linked in the description box below if you're interested in them. But here, with the thorns that have cut her, it's like all these little things. I'm just seeing this as all the little things that have added up, all the little bits of poison and discord and maladies in our life that have added up, and trying to be everything to everyone and everything for everyone, and trying to be so good and so right that it's just too much. So here with the Nine of Wands, don't listen to everybody. Don't listen to everybody. Don't take everything so deeply to heart. Here, Gemini, that's going to be important. With the Four of Swords, we need to rest. We do. We're not sleeping well. We're not respecting our rest. So it is going to be very important to rest. It's also going to be very important to connect with our dreams. There is something here where we've also had a disconnect from our soul's purpose, from why we're here on this earthly plane. And it has been through either a myriad of rejections or doubts and fears. And now we think, oh my gosh, when I was little, it was all so clear and this was what I was supposed to be. And now it's just, it's just not happening. So do be aware of that during this time, that instead of worrying, Spirit is like, rest, do slow meditations, do, things that bring you into your body, into the center of yourself. That's going to be important, and honor your story. It moves us then to the Hermit reversed. So we're not into being a hermit right now. Now, if we have Virgo energy in our chart, if we have Virgo energy in our life, just be mindful that that's not really jiving with us, which is interesting because we're both ruled by Mercury. So Virgo is ruled by Mercury, Gemini as we are. So during this time, you can be listening to somebody and it's like their story and your story, not the same. Now, this could be polarizing points of view, but this could be like, people that we've grown up with, and it's like, well, my childhood wasn't like that, or what are you talking about, type of thing. So do be aware of that. But we're really breaking down barriers of hermiting ourselves away. Do we still need the quiet? Do we still need to work? Do we still need to get things done? Yes, we do. So we're going to need moments of quiet, moments of concentration, even though we don't want that to be all there is during this time. We kind of want to go out and have a party. So just realize that and embrace it. With Judgment reversed, we are going to be our own biggest critics. So be mindful about this, be aware of this. We are going to have a tendency during this time to be very harsh on us, again, to want to lock ourselves in a little box and say it has to be done just this way. And yet at the same exact time, we're going to be rebelling against that and saying, well, there's so much more out there. I want to see, I want to do, I want to. And then we have the Empress reversed. Interesting. Oh, this Empress. Very interesting, might be controversial, even has, the pregnant belly that you can see into. And so here, whether you're a mother, whether you aren't a mother, whether you are mothering or you're not, or however you identify yourself, here with the Empress reversed, it it can be, certain ideas that we had or certain ways that we wanted to create into this world. We might be thinking, maybe that's not for me. Maybe that's not my path. And so with the Empress here reversed, note that we have a blockage of creative energy. Now, this can be creative energy in. Okay, so I have to pause because if you're looking to have a child and you sit there and you see this and you're thinking, oh my gosh, it's never going to happen. No, it's just not going to happen right now from the 16th of May to the 31st of May. So just know that. Just know that this might not be like the best time to conceive. It might be for you, but it might also be just a little bit more challenging. And also note to yourself that you have a tendency not to take care of yourself. You could be thinking about everybody else. You could be thinking about, how everything else has to be set up, how you have to do everything for everybody else, but you're not thinking about you. So do be mindful about that as well. If you're carrying everything on your shoulders, right? If you're doing everything for everybody else, how are you showing up for you? How are you doing things for you? So being aware of this and understanding this is going to be important as well. The Empress can also be, I'm so sick and tired. I'm so sick and tired of being pulled 18 million different ways, 18 million different things, and have everybody demanding of my time. And we could be rethinking some of the dreams that we have had, some of the ways that we had thought our life would naturally progress forward. And now we're like, let me reassess this, type of thing. And there's nothing bad with that. There's also a blockage with embracing our creative energy, letting our creativity come forward into the world. We're going to see everything. It's not going to match up to the way that we dreamt of it. But it never is. When you birth something forward into the world, when you create something, you cultivate something, I'm just thinking of a garden. Spirit just gave me this vision of, picking lettuce, harvesting lettuce. And, bugs get to it and nibble on the corners of things. And so it's not perfect. It's not pristine. And that's okay. So here during this time, that's also what we're learning, is that it doesn't have to be perfect. I don't need it to be perfect, but I need it to move me forward. I need it to be done. It's like when you're learning anything, it's never going to be perfect. It's always going to have fingerprints all over it. And so, be kind to yourself, be respectful to yourself. It moves us to our chakra energy. So let's see here. If you're interested in entering to receive a free reading, put a flower in the comment box below. A person will be chosen at random and announced on Sunday. It's always Sunday. And hit the bell notification so you know when that video is uploaded. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is enchanted. We need our life to be enchanted again. Gemini, we need to bring that enchantment into our life and to really see ourselves. And that is going to be a very important thing. It's like letting the beauty in, letting the fairy tales in. It brings us then to our chakra energy. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. This is spiritual awakening. This is the crown chakra. We are awakening into ourselves. Even though we need to sleep, we need to rest more. One of the reasons why it is hard is that we're not awakening. Like, no. Is that we're fighting the awakening. Is that we're not awakening. Is that we're fighting the awakening that's coming. So being aware of that and being mindful of that energy is going to be very important for us. And now the energy we need to be mindful of, angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly, angels and spirit guides. This is the Nine of Swords reversed. We need to be mindful. We've released a lot of worry, right? A lot of worry, a lot of overthinking, a lot of, being way too much in our own heads. We've released that. And with the Nine of Swords reverse, in the energy to be mindful of is just be mindful that those intrusive thoughts can come in. Be mindful again with the Star reverse. It's like our dreams being twisted on us, and feeling overwhelmed by that. So yeah. Okay. Seven of Pentacles. Be patient. Be patient and plant your seeds. They will grow. They will bring you forward. They will, help you to really achieve the goals that you want. Okay. And that's going to be a really important thing. Utilize that, like utilize your patience, utilize your listening skills during this time, because in a world where everybody's talking and nobody's listening, it will really make you stand out. Your dreams. We are going to be recalibrated during this time to align with our soul's purpose. We have been out of alignment with our soul's purpose. It has made us feel very overwhelmed, very free falling, very kind of the world is shrouded in that sepia, yeah, like sepia pictures, right? That haze has gone over things. And now we're going to see that as we realize that we kind of lost the plot to us for a moment, we're going to be coming back to it. And that's going to be a really important thing. But do know that we do have a tendency to a little bit overreact or, get really mad when the dreams do not, add up to the reality of things. And we have to be kinder to ourselves about that, because the dreams are always perfect. Even if we think, oh, this could be a bad thing that happens, right? We don't need to spiral into it. With the Nine of Wands, everybody has an opinion. Everybody has a way we should be doing things. Everybody, thinks this and thinks that, and that's great for them. But we need to really be aware of us during this time. And that's going to be really important. We're also going to have this bit of people pleasing, to us during this time where, oh, it should be like this and it should be like that and it just has to be perfect. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be. Just like we are never going to be perfect, even if we try to be. Oh, I just have to, be absolutely perfect. You don't. You just have to be you, Gemini. And that is going to be a very powerful place to be, because you are a very powerful person to be. With the Four of Swords, rest. Take it slow. Take it easy. Calm things down. Connect. You're going to find that you actually crave. It's like a craving of something interesting, right? Oh, I just want to see something interesting. I just want to do something interesting. But it's also like, I just want my attention to be captivated so that I don't feel so tired, and so I don't feel so overwhelmed. So we're looking for like kind of that dopamine high to be like, oh, wow, that was awesome. Okay, next thing. So just be mindful about chasing that. With the Four of Swords, we need to calm down. We need to embrace our story. We need to rest. We need to honor our dreams. We need to look at ourselves. And then with the Hermit reversed, we need to come into ourselves. So it's not closing the door and hermiting ourselves away. We've done that long enough. But it is needing to touch center with us and saying, what is important to me? What is sacred to me? Ask yourself that before you go to sleep at night, Gemini. What is sacred to me? What is important to me? You are going to be surprised at the answers you get as you wake up. Okay, don't reach for your phone first. I know I'm totally guilty of that, right? Don't, put something on, play something, and pull us away from the answers that Spirit has given us, the answers that come to us. Sit in the energy of, okay, what's important? What do I need to know? How do I need to open this door? Because we have a tendency to put ourselves in a box and close the lid and be like, okay, well, this is where I have to stay. We are judging ourselves very, very hard. And this is going to be a time where we feel like, okay, everything I'm doing, it isn't quite good enough, because we're being such harsh critics. It is good enough. We're just judging ourselves really, really harshly. So being aware of this, excuse me, is going to be very important. The Empress, life takes twists and turns in ways that we never thought of. And I think it's so interesting here where she has that baby with the crown on her head. And it's like, that's my job, right? That's the Empress's job, to produce an heir. And if you're a bit of a history buff like I am, I love history. And you see the lengths people go to have that boy heir. And here, it's like, maybe your legacy isn't written out to follow a certain script. Maybe it doesn't have to look one certain way. Maybe you are more than the, producing of the heir. type of thing. So just being very aware of that during this time where we can think, oh, it has to be just like this. And Spirit's like, why? And are you connecting with you? Are you seeing you? Are you moving forward in your creativity, in your cultivation of self? Are you standing in your power? Because that's really important as well. So be kind to yourself during this time. We have a tendency to give and give and give to everybody else. And we're not thinking about ourselves. And it isn't saying to be, egotistical and selfish and this and that, but it's saying, what do I want? Because when we're 15 years old and we're dreaming of our future, it looks a very certain way, with the books that we consume and the movies that we consume and the, world that is around us, it looks a very certain way. And so here it's like, but what do I want? And what if my path hasn't been written for me? Isn't that I have to follow everybody else? You can believe in the Akashic records, our path was written out, but what if our path is to stand out instead of blend in? Because Gemini, I see that very highly for you. Our subconscious spirit message is white light, healing, connection. That is going to be very, very important during this time and for ourselves to heal, to connect, to release. And that's also going to help us, heal from the poisons of this world and release pain. It moves us then to our chakra message, which is nurturing. This is the Earth Star chakra located 6 inches below our feet. And here we need to nurture ourselves. We need to nurture ourselves as we would a small child and show that compassion and show that love. It moves us then to our energy to be mindful of. This is the Magician reversed. We're not seeing our magic. We're not seeing, the shining light of our purpose. We're not seeing ourselves. And if we don't see ourselves, how the heck is anybody else supposed to? We're looking at our gifts and saying, well, everybody can do that. That's no big deal. Well, it is a big deal. It is a big deal because not everybody can do it. We need to embrace who we are, standing in our power, standing in ourselves. Don't take everybody's word. You're going to be searching during this time. You're going to be searching for wisdom and people's words to be like, yes, that's right. That's right. Step into your own words. Step into your own self. Say, what do I want? And just write one sentence and say, okay, for the next 3 days, I'm going to live pointed towards that sentence. We can say that for the whole, last half of May if you want to. But if you want to do 3 days and then see, okay, what comes up next? What comes up next? And do so with love and with kindness and respect, being your guiding force, that is extraordinary. It moves us then to our tarot message. And this is strength reversed. We can have bullying strength around us. We can have a complicated relationship with Leo energy as well. So with strength reversed, there is a sense of might equals right. And that is just going to go so against who we are. So just being aware of this during this time. It's like, might this not equal right? And I will not be bullied. I will not be taken advantage of. All right, Gemini. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I am sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. And please note that this meditation and healing will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Oh, hold on a minute. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Gemini. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.